My name is Seymour, and I'm a special investigator with the NSA. What you're about to witness is real. Only the names, places, times, dates, phone numbers, and facts have been changed to protect the producers, director, cast, and crew. Damn that legal department! I was enjoying some downtime when I got the call. Hello? Hang on a second. The Giants just scored. Yeah?
Is this Agent Seymour Crimes?
This is Crimes.
Mr. Crimes, your country needs you again. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it. Janet Krassow has been appointed to the leadership role in the Santa Cruz Rotary Club. We believe that Mrs. Krassow is part of an international drug ring that is smuggling in their filthy wares using innocent flower growers. They call themselves the Garden Club. We have intelligence that says that Janet is going to use her role as president of the Santa Cruz Rotary to expand the footprint of the Garden Club. We need you to investigate and stop her at all costs. Mr. Crimes, if you choose to accept this mission, you will be on your own, and we will deny any knowledge of you. Are you in?
You can count on me. It turns out that Mrs. Krassow was scheduled to go on an international trip, where I learned that she would be meeting with one of the key players in the Garden Club crime organization, a guy by the name of Roundup. I followed her to the airport, but she didn't board the plane. Instead, she doubled back and ended up at Dominican Hospital in Santa Cruz. I was later able to determine that Roundup had an allergic reaction to some brownies that had been baked by Miracle Grow. This was all starting to take shape, but nothing would have prepared me for what was going to happen next. The Garden Club was making its move by coming out of the dark underbelly of society and exposing itself where it might have a chance to grow, and grow it did. Not everyone was happy with the Garden Club, but there were not many willing to publicly speak about it.
In the last year, man, it just seemed like nothing but a garden party. You know, if I wanted to have a garden party, I'll stay at home and work in my garden. I don't know about coming to Rotary for a garden party. I don't know what about this stuff.
I hardly go because it's really turned into a garden club. And I don't know what happened there. I mean, you're not going to put this on film or try to put it out in the public, Facebook or anything like that, are you?
The Garden Club was taking over, and doing it with the help of unsuspecting members like Root, Sunshine, and Mrs. Dash. Root was unknowingly providing Roundup with intelligence on Rotary meetings by using photos that contained encrypted messages. Sunshine was charged with gleefully singing to distract the remaining members from noticing that the Candyman, at the direction of the Garden Club president, Janet, had drugged the flower-shaped chocolates given out at the meetings.
Yes, but it's not my fault. I was told I had to. Janet said there was no choice but to do that, and as a good secretary, I have to do what the president says. Yes, the ingredients has a twofold effect. For some people, it makes them want to grow flowers, and for others, it makes them want to buy flowers.
To make matters worse, I learned that they were funneling money from the International Garden Club Crime Organization through the Benevolence and Grant Society, run by Mrs. Dash.
Well, it was just a little odd. I mean, before we used to give money to, different community events and stuff, and then it became sort of all about buying flowers and different, remembrance plants and things, and we were buying flowers, and then it was like we were buying it for this certain nonprofit, and then it turned into sort of we were buying these flower stores because we could get I think like a better I don't really know why we were buying the flower stores, but we were buying all these different little florist shops. Yeah, I'd heard something about that, but I just didn't quite, I never put it together who that, I heard about Roundup, and I just sort of knew it was, you wanted to stay away from Roundup altogether, but I didn't quite know, I guess I never really put it all together. I guess my blonde roots are showing.
What I could not figure out was who, when, how the exchange of money was going down. Then it dawned on me when Dawn, another entrenched member of the garden club, told a new member known as Firefly that she didn't need to buy flowers, that she could grow her own, and that Roundup was a great resource for planting things.
You can either plant the flowers for us, or you can be planted by us. Your choice.
Roundup had not been to a garden club meeting for some time. I had run across an attempt by Janet to cover his absence by using a cardboard cutout of him. It turns out Roundup was with Pushing Up Daisies, the garden club's bookie and hitman, and they were using the unsuspecting members of the Santa Cruz Rotary to grow flowers, and then selling the flowers for below market value.
Flowers are dumb. Flowers are stupid!
The garden club was laundering money through the local flower stores.
This is just not adding up. The money's coming in, but more is going out. The flowers, we just were buying flowers. I don't understand.
I must admit, the scheme was brilliant. The garden club forced its unsuspecting members to grow cheap flowers. Then they flooded the local market with cheap flowers, causing the local shops to close or sell out to the garden club. They used the international money to buy out the stores, and then they had a monopoly on the flower sales in Santa Cruz. I was able to find the average price of flowers prior to the garden club takeover was $45. But after dawn, Roundup had the market pushing up daisies. The price had jumped to $245. Even profits like that were not enough for the garden club.
I think that the garden club's great for the Rotary Club. Great thing for everybody to be involved in, pitch in and do their share.
So the rumors about the garden club being
We don't talk about rumors. There's no rumors. Garden club, it's all part of our giving back to the community.
They decided to go after Pot, poor old thug, the newly elected leader of the Santa Cruz Rotary. Everyone knows that Pot is a money guy. Some even believe that he may have mafia connections, thus the name Poor Old Thug. He's not someone to underestimate, on your taxes or in life. Janet, however, is not willing to let go of her reign just yet. She engineered the disappearance of Pot, who was kidnapped by Roundup, Pushing Up Daisies, and is being held captive at Dawn's. All so the garden club could keep their position in power at the Santa Cruz Rotary. Hello?
Hey, is this Seymour Crimes? Yeah, Crimes. You got this all wrong. You don't want to visit from Pushing Up Daisies, then you'll keep your trap shut.
I thought I had this all figured out, but things are getting a bit too dicey, even for me.
Your choice.